Good morning, Guardians, or rather, good afternoon, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here. I am late, and I know I am late, and I will probably be late for the next couple of weeks. Now, hopefully, I will try to do them Friday afternoon instead of Saturday afternoon, but I had worked yesterday and today. And I have to be at work at 5 a.m. and Zur arrives at 5 a.m. So I need to leave for work before Zur even arrives. Now, my apologies. I really should have done it after work, but I worked ridiculous amounts yesterday. So, anyway, it's Saturday. I'm afraid you have less than 24 hours to locate Zur and pick up what you want. Honestly, I will admit there's nothing really exciting this week. I was kind of disappointed, unless you're new and you don't have this stuff. So, just the usual reminder, this is Destiny 1. Zur arrives on Friday at 5 a.m., when I am supposed to be at work, and he departs on Sunday at 5 a.m. Yeah, the retail life for you. Gotta be there at 5 a.m. Look, actually, it's going to be even harder for Black Friday because I believe I can't remember. I have my schedule written down. I think I need to be at work at 2 a.m. on Black Friday. So honestly, this whole, oh, you don't have to work on Thanksgiving, but you need to be at work at 2 a.m. And basically, I think I have an 11 or 12-hour shift. So, yeah. I think I work until 1 or 2. So, but honestly, I would rather work Thanksgiving than 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Okay? Anyway, as you can see, we are in the Reef. My apologies for ranting on about retail life. We are in the Reef. If you were to go right now to the tower, there would be no purple mark. So, anyway, my apologies also for last week. I was doing chores and stuff on the weekend. So, anyway, all right. So here is Zur. And like I said, I feel kind of disappointed, at least by the weapons, okay? So we've got the Monte Carlo and Super Spy, which is a frequent option brought to you by Zur. I am a big fan of the Monte Carlo. You can see I'm on my Titan right now. I'm definitely a big fan of the Monte Carlo, okay? So Super Spy is this ornament here. You're not getting the Orican one. I'm afraid you're getting this one, all right? Excuse me. Monte Carlo, right? I know it's in Destiny 2. Monte Carlo method. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. I use this primarily on my Hunter with Hunter's Throwing Knife, because Hunter's Throwing Knife is awesome. There are a couple of instances where it's a pain in the butt, like, for example, when you're dealing with the Vex, because crit hits with the Vex are in their stomach, and the Hunter's Throwing Knife automatically aims for the head. So, that's the only time where you won't get a precision kill. Also, Shanks do not have precision kills. Okay? Alright. So, I'm a big fan of the Monte Carlo. I can't remember what it's like in Destiny 2. Is it better? Is it worse? Does it have additional perks? I haven't played Destiny 2 in like 2 months, so can't even remember. Anyway, highly recommend it if you don't have it, but then I always recommend everything. Anything you don't have that Zur is carrying, you should pick up, because first of all, it unlocks a blueprint for you, and if you are playing Destiny, you are probably an obsessive collector like me. Most of us in Destiny, we want everything, so you probably just want to get it anyway. And it adds to your Grimoire score, which one can never have enough Grimoire score, so go for it. Righto. Anyway, Monte Carlo, and Super Spy. Then we got Truth and Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold is the Orican version. All right, here we go. Truth. See? Heart of Gold, aka Orican. So if you're a Warframe fan, you know that the Orican always had a thing for gold. So I consider any one of these ornaments that turn everything gold, Orican. Okay? Orican. My understanding is Truth has phenomenal tracking, so avoid damage. Where is it? Rounds fired from this weapon seek their targets aggressively. I have been saying this for a while, and honestly, like I said, I want to hear from other people. I feel like the exotic heavy are not as powerful as, like, they should be. Like, for example, for me, a good rocket launcher has tracking and cluster bombs. That's all I need. Unless it's something like the Sleeper Simulant, which is one of those rare heavies that isn't like a rocket launcher or a machine gun. sleeper simulant, that's what made it so badass. It was just like, oh my god, it's heavy, and it's not the typical heavy. Cool. Otherwise, I don't know. I feel like I would rather use an exotic secondary or an exotic primary. Mostly exotic primaries, but comment down below. Am I the only one who feels disappointed by exotic heavies? I feel like they should be a massive bang. Like, massive, massive. Comment down below. Anyway, that's truth. It forces the truth on you. It tracks you aggressively. I'm more of a fan of, like, the Titanium Orchid. I have the Hunger of Crota on Xbox. Yeah. Anyway, I'm surprised actually Destiny is working again. At least for the moment. Who knows? I mean, it isn't Friday morning. It seems to be that Friday mornings are cursed. Anyway, next we have the Hawk Moon. I don't know. Again, this one is more rare than the other two. Okay. This one is more rare than the other two, but I'm not a big fan of Hawk Moon, okay? I've already done the math multiple times, but just in case. Hawk Moon. 1 random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. 2 more random bullets in your magazine deal considerable bonus damage. Let's drop the magazine or raise it up to 12. That brings that to 25%. 3 out of 12 is 1 in 4, which is 25%. So you have a 25% chance of it. I'm not a big fan of that. Comment down below. But I don't feel like... I'm more of I want guaranteed perks instead of these, it might do this. On top of that, as I said, one of the biggest problems I have with Destiny and their perks is when you play Warframe, you get used to the percentages, right? Where you're like, is this worth it or not? And then you get into Destiny where they were like, does considerable bonus damage. How much of a considerable bonus damage does it do? Oh, it increases your revive rate or whatever. My brain is freezing. Okay, I had work this morning too. I had a meeting this morning. Okay. So my brain is still in the world of working. Okay. So Hawk Moon. Okay, comment down below if you're a big fan of Hawk Moon. My understanding is it's great in Crucible. Crucible isn't really that big a deal in Destiny 1. And in Destiny 2, my understanding is the cheating is so rampant and out of control that you shouldn't even bother. Which I find hilarious because the reason you can't play Destiny 2 on the Steam Deck is because of the anti-cheats. Okay, Habibi. Okay. Anyway. Next, we got the usual Legacy Engram. I always recommend not to pick it up unless you have an excess of strange coins, all right? If you have an excess of strange coins and you don't need anything else and you have all the strange coins you want and you have over 1,000 heavy ammo synths, because you will not be happy unless you have 1,000 heavy ammo synths. Trust me on this. I still haven't gotten 1,000, and that's why I am not as happy as I should be. I will reach full happiness mode when I get 1,000 heavy ammo synths. And since I'm on Xbox and PlayStation, right, I need 2,000, 1,000 on each. Until you achieve 1,000 heavy ammo synths, you have not achieved full happiness, okay? Good. So, until then, this is a waste, okay? Legacy engrams will usually give you a year 1 item, which means, unless it's in the Crucible or you're doing early stuff, yeah, it's not worth it, okay? You might get lucky. And I mean, it depends on your RNG. My RNG absolutely sucks. If you get the good RNG, you will get the year 2 to unlock as well. Usually you don't. Okay. So we have Twilight Garrison, which I hear is awesome and sounds awesome. Press circle while airborne to evade. I gotta test this thing out. All right. I'm on my Titan right now. Anyway, yeah. So that sounds cool. I like it. I like evading. That's one of the things I do miss from Destiny 2. No hunter evade. Anyway, that aside, that's cool. Okay. For the hunters, we have, the Crest of Alpha Loopy. All right. I used to think it was a big deal because it was in this parody song called Shut Up and Raid With Me, where it's like, I got my Crest of Alpha Loopy, and it's like, so I thought it was some badass thing. And then I saw what the Crest of Alpha Loopy is, and I am disappointed. Major disappointment. Revive fallen team members and be revived faster. Supers generate an extra orb. This is useless if you solo, okay? You might as well pick it up for the grimoire and the blueprint, but this is useless, absolutely useless if you solo stuff. And even if you're not soloing, honestly, if I had you on a raid team and we're about to raid, I'd be like, there's so many better options. Absolutely so many better options than the Crest of Alpha Lupi. The thing is, it doesn't even tell you how much better is the revive rate. Is it like immediate button press and you're revived and it makes a huge difference? Or is it halfway, 75% faster? Who knows? They don't tell you. That's one of the things. Anyway, of course. Now I got booted. Screw you, Bungie, and your broken ass game. Which, again, I'm just going to keep saying this. Look, I'm going to go back because we got to see what the Warlock got. But while that's happening, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep saying this, all right? Because I know some people, if they see me complaining about this, are going to be like, well, Destiny 1's an old game, so you shouldn't be playing it. Blah, 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 blah. All right. 1. Can you buy Destiny 1? Yes, you can. As long as you can buy it, it should work. 2. Have they announced that they are shutting down the servers? No, they have not. So, the game should work. And all of this, Destiny is an old game BS nonsense. Okay. First of all, I guess that means you shouldn't be playing Super Mario World because that's an old game. Oh, you know, you shouldn't play the first game when the second has come out. Because, I mean, WoW Classic. But on top of that, old game. All right. Warframe is older than Destiny. WoW. Guild Wars 2. You name it, there are a lot of games out there that are older than Destiny 1 that work perfectly fine. So, I am tired of this whole Destiny is an old game, you shouldn't be playing it. Why are you playing Destiny 1? You know there's Destiny 2. You shouldn't expect it to work, or why are you still playing it? Okay. So there are people who play the original The Division instead of The Division 2. Different setting, okay? Some people play older Mario games, okay? This whole thing that Destiny's an old game, blah, 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 blah. No. Alright? Alright, anyway. Crest of Alpha Lupi, we have the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. This actually is pretty badass. Even though I do think it looks pretty bad looking. Alright, if I were going to make a helmet based on the skull, it would not look like that. Okay? But then this is the little picture and not what it actually looks like on your Guardian. Take reduced damage while using Nova Bomb, improved energy drain abilities. That sounds badass. Alright, I'm not really a Nova Bomb Warlock. I only played Warlock for the self-res. I won't deny it. A lot of people, I'm sure, are in the same camp as me who played Warlock for self-res. One of these days, I will come around to playing Nova Bomb Warlock. Okay, so this one gets the first place. Titan gets second, and Hunters... Look, for anybody who says, Cat, you're biased against Hunters, I'm giving Hunters third place, and I've done it in the past, okay? If I think the Hunter exotic is meh, I'll admit it's meh, okay? Anyway, like I said, it is better. I was originally going to go on Xbox, but I have canceled my Xbox Game Pass, and I'm downgrading it, and apparently you need to cancel it before you renew it or something. I don't know. I wasn't 100% sure it would work or not. Okay? $30 a month is a bit much, okay? Anyway, same old usual curios, etc., etc., etc. As I said, I'm getting frustrated with Bungie at this point when it comes down to Destiny 1, alright? Come up with an offline mode then, okay? Or fix your game. Period. Fix your game. If you're selling it, and you're saying you're not shutting it down, fix it. But then, as I said, I'm not interested in... Honestly, I will say this, one of the greatest things I have ever done is stop playing Destiny 2. Okay? I'm realizing that there are so many better games out. Anyway, I'm going off on tangents. I'm just tired of the excuses. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the tower.